this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Tristana, 1970, the year I was born. This is going to be another Louis Buñuel movie. Hopefully I finally pronounced his name right. I've been mispronouncing it for years. In any case, this is about what I expected. I'm giving it 2 out of 5 stars. I disliked it. It's loosely based on a novel that takes place in the 19th century, I believe. Buñuel decided he wanted to make it his life story. So he set it in Spain during the late 1920s, early 1930s, around the time of Chen and Deneuve, which is a great surrealist film. This film stinks. It's about Fernando who plays an old pervert who becomes a ward of Catherine Deneuve. Not sure how to pronounce her name. A former co-worker Symphony knew about her, which was quite surprising, but Symphony had good taste in movies, and she's quite a cinephile herself. Unfortunately, I don't talk to her anymore, but such is the case with a lot of my fellow movie buffs. I suspect that Adrian is not too intrigued with European art house movies like these, and I certainly don't blame him for that. Neither am I, for that matter. But getting back to the movie, Fernando plays an old pervert who becomes her ward when she's still a teenager, presumably takes advantage of her for sexual favors. And, he's trying to be like a dual father, husband type figure to her. Very protective, and he's pretty much a libertine guy, similar to the director Louis Buñuel, libertine atheist guy. But he says something really annoying in the middle of the movie. He says that Jesus was a socialist, which is sort of a non sequitur. I mean, you can help poor people without using government as a means all the time. Socialists just assume that the government is only one capable of helping poor people, which is non sequitur. But aside from that, there's a pretty cool dream sequence where she's dreaming that Fernando Rey's severed head is a bell clanger. If only that were reality, not just a dream. And it's hard to determine when the dream begins. It's got that surrealist aspect to it. Other than that, the movie stinks, much like what I was telling you about the Exterminating Angel movie. Anyways, hang on a second. I gotta return the DVD right there. I'll be right with you. Hang on. Here we go on a little walk. There's a guy smoking out here. I want him listening in on the conversation I'm about to have. So all the sexual stuff in this movie is off camera. And, Catherine Deneuve, that's how you pronounce her name. She likes playing around with these two rascals. I think one is a mute and the other one's deaf. The deaf kid is kind of a troublemaker. He trips up this soccer player and he gets chewed out, gets kicked out of school. Fernando Rey tries to get him a job. And he just loafs around, lazy. He doesn't do any work. So there's that. He gets to see Catherine Deneuve take off her robe and expose herself. But again, you only see her neck area, not the camera is panned to her face and her neck. You can't really see what's down below. Similar kind of thing where she opens her nightie for Fernando Rey. And can't really see much, but Fernando Rey closes it. So Fernando Rey takes advantage of her when she's super young. And then she hates him for it because she wanted him to be like a father figure. And he's more like an old pervert guy. And then she bumps into Franco Nero when she's walking around because she can't stand being cooped up in that house. And ironically, Fernando Rey says the best woman has a broken leg and can't leave the home, which is kind of what happens later on when she gets a tumor in her leg and they have to chop it off. But at this point in the movie, she's really into Franco Nero. So they move off together for a couple of years, and Fernando Rey predicts correctly that she'll come back. She does, but she's got that tumor on her leg, and she's one mean bitch, pardon my French. She wants to get revenge on Fernando Rey, and I don't want to spoil the ending too much, but Franco Nero keeps asking her to marry him, and she refuses. She tells him to bring her back to Fernando Rey. They amputate her leg, and she's bitter as ever. They get married in church. Fernando Rey is more amiable to church people. So Franco Nero is a painter guy, an unsuccessful painter, I guess. And, I guess the Fernando Rey character is a reflection of Buñuel and also the Franco Nero character as the painter. And in the bonus features, this kind of conceited audio biographer of Buñuel. He's talking about Freudian stuff and a bunch of nonsense that doesn't really resonate with me, but I was glad I watched the bonus features before the movie because a lot of stuff that the guy said kind of filtered its way into my video here. So, so yeah, Erin called me back. She's supposed to text me the address for breakfast today, and she hasn't done that. So, in any case, I talked to her on the phone. She seems like a nice gal. And one of the first questions she asked me was about the age difference, which is kind of similar to this movie, I guess, but not such a wide range as that, but pretty close. I'm off by about 25 years, but anyways, she seems like a nice person. See how it goes. Hopefully she'll text me that address. I'll be on my way to Oakland. She's going to SF State, and studying child psychology. I'm not sure what kind of job that translates into, but oh well. She's 22, which is kind of old for being a college student, but I don't know. Maybe she's in her last year of college. And yeah, maybe she just turned 22. I have no idea. But I'm getting better at paying my bills. I paid my monthly rent one day early, which was 4th of July, so the bank was closed anyway. The landlord wanted her money right away. So I gave it to her. I said, whatever. And then I paid my car payment, and I paid one of my insurance bills. In addition, I worked almost 50 hours prior to tonight. So this week I'm in good shape. I should be like 66 hours worked, which I haven't done in a long time. But should be a pretty good paycheck coming up in a couple weeks. And I can pay the rest of my bills for July pretty much. I'm pretty confident about that. Maybe I'll have a little money left over that I can save for my next summer vacation with my son. I'm thinking of taking him to Super Duper Burger, maybe Great America, and some library events. Maybe Benihana. I probably like Benihana. And yeah, so that's my plan. Shake it up a little bit. I know he was bored with the museums and the Japanese tea garden here in San Francisco, but that's what he wanted to do. Guess he didn't find it as amusing as he thought it would be compared to the Alameda County Fair, but maybe he just got overexcited about the Alameda County Fair and he kind of dimmed his expectation for the other things. So I want to mix it up a bit, see if that works, and hopefully he won't be as disappointed as he was last week with some of the activities we were doing. He just wanted to go back to the hotel and do coding. I think that's another factor that played into it. So that's about it. That's the end of my review. There's not really much to this movie. I mean, it's a typical Buñuel flick. It's got his notions of social justice, using government as a means to to steal other people's money, that kind of thing. So, not a good flick. Like I said, if you want to watch Buñuel movies, watch um, Un Chain Andalou or Belle de Jour, two movies that I mentioned in my previous video. The rest of his stuff is kind of okay, really bad or good. It kind of ranges from 1 to 4 out of 5 stars, but those are only 2 5-star movies that I've seen from him. I'm gonna try watching Milky Way tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. I'll post the review on YouTube shortly, and that's the end of my review. Laters.